Alrighty. So I totally forgot that there's an interlude before this scenario, and we didn't even read the resolution of our last scenario. So let's just quickly do that too before I get into this. So we were defeated. We have now 10 trauma, 5 of each. That's yeah. Oh yeah. If you want to see how I got to 10 trauma, be sure to check out the videos posted here, whichever corner they're in. So let's go ahead and read resolution 3 here, as Annette Mason is possessed by evil. Annette stands at the center of her circle of witches, her eyes aglow with boundless power. What is she, like Emperor Palpatine or something? Above, hundreds of phantasmal shapes reach out, a web of power linking the witches and their deceased brethren. Their race descend, each claiming a body for themselves, manipulating it to their own ends. The witches' only show of resistance is the blood that drips from their eyes as the unwilling spell reaches its culmination. It is time! The disembodied voice of Kasaya clars through Annette's lips. The primal chaos awaits! Hear us, daemon sultan! Her voice rises into the night, and a breach greater than the sky itself opens. The borders of the horizon frame the empty void above. It reaches into infinity, beyond the confines of three-dimensional space. I have done as you've commanded for me, she says to a being who is not present but can hear her every word. Now reap that this world of the living, and let them suffer for their mistakes. With that, spectral figures vanish one by one, whisked away by the emptiness above. Annette and her sisters collapse to the ground unceremoniously. A thin, discordant flute warbles throughout the fabric of the world. In your campaign log, record that doom draws ever closer, which I did. We earn X victory, which is currently 0, and then we proceed to the interlude. So, yeah, that's fun. Emperor Palpatine, unlimited power, opens a void to Azathoth. That's cool. Alrighty, so, interlude 4, Twist of Fate. You stand underneath the bridge. You stand underneath the breach, in awe of its presence. Everything the soothsayer predicted has come to pass. This is a matter of life and death, she has told you. How right she was. Beyond the cosmic ingress, the nucleus of the cosmos awaits. Now you understand what dwells on the other side, gnawing hungrily at the fabric of reality. The doom of all humanity. No, not just humanity. The doom of all life in the universe. There is a bitter taste in your mouth. Tears well in your eyes. You close your fist so hard your nails dig into your flesh. If you have to die, then die you will. But you're not going to die sitting down. In your campaign log, record the path winds before you. The path winds before you. Alright. Next to this, record a number of tally marks based on the conditions below, then proceed to Twist of Fate 2. If we accepted our fate, which we did not, we didn't ask Annette for assistance, we did not ask Sanford for assistance, there's 3 mementos. If there are 3 or 5 mementos, from the evidence you have uncovered, you understand the path you must take a little better, but there is still much you don't know. Record a tally. Just gonna put it there. Alright. If an investigator has the black book, we record a tally. So we're at 2 now. If doom draws ever closer, we record 2. So we have 4 tallies. Okay, and then, let's see here. Twist of Fate 2. For almost an hour, you stare up into the empty abyss, pondering your options and your fate. A flock of faceless winged creatures circle the field where you sit. They almost move like vultures, waiting for your demise so as to feast on your corpse. They draw ever nearer, and you begin to wonder if they read the thoughts that hover on the surface of your mind. Rising to your feet, you raise your arm and you call out to them. You call out to one of them. This may be This may be the most foolish thing you have ever done, you think to yourself, but your instinct proves to be the right move. The creatures descend on black, leathery wings, landing in the wet grass in front of you. One lowers itself until it reaches the height of your shoulders, offering its back to you. Swallowing the very last of your doubts and your fear, you climb aboard the creature. With a swift flap of its wings, it carries you off into the void, beyond the limits of space, to the domain of Azathoth. Oh shit. Onward and onward, your steed carries you into the inky nightmare of the void beyond. You dare not turn and look behind you, for you know that what you see will likely break your heart, or perhaps your mind. Great polybus horrors slide darkly amidst the darkness. Oh, blackness, wow, Amanda's a much better writer than I am a reader. And loneliness of the cosmos. You had hoped to marvel at a beautiful, glimmering array of stars, but instead you were left with an empty pit in your stomach, as the unabated vastness of the dark, cold universe looms before you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 10 trauma? Okay. Yeah, this has been one brutal campaign. Where was I? In the distance, a far-off melody rings its chords, a melody you cannot possibly recreate in your universe with any known instrument, nor could your ears interpret its notes were it not ringing in your head this very moment. There was a rush of air as you breached the turret of a nightmarish onyx barrier and descend into an infinite cavern of black stone in an impossible architecture. The music grows as you plunged unswerving through an impossible valley, through shoals of shapeless beings, and between the things that lurk and dance in the blackness beyond. You cannot help but listen to the strange music, committing each terrible dissonant note to memory. No thought or dream of humanity can reach you here, in this place that was long ancient when the earth was born. You can only hope to guide your steed to the place where you must go, the throne upon which Azathoth itself sits. Alright, so we gotta gather all the stuff, find the hideous palace, court of the great old ones, and the black throne locations. There are 3 revealed side, blah blah blah. Put the cosmic ingress location into play. Each investigator begins play in the cosmic ingress. So we begin play here. And then we have to do a bunch. This scenario is particularly strange, so we have to use cards from our player deck as empty spaces, which is explained a little later on. Alright, so we have to shuffle the remaining location cards into a separate deck, which is the Cosmos deck, which is this deck here. Go ahead and give that a shuffle. Alright, and then we take aside the Hideous Palace and the top card. Oh shit. Was I supposed to... Hopefully I wasn't supposed to shuffle all that up. Oh, okay. Thank God. Thank you, Tabletop Simulator. Okay, so shuffle the remaining location cards into a separate deck. Take the set-aside Hideous Palace and the top card of the Cosmos deck and shuffle them so you can't tell which is which. Then put them into play along with face-down player cards from the top of the lead investigator's deck, as depicted in the location placement for setup. Act 1A. Okay. Oh yeah, this is always super confusing. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, do this. So you have those 2 locations, right? I haven't played this scenario enough to like memorize all this setup, and the setup enough, like this is a very strange scenario to set up, so bear with me here as I kind of re-teach myself for like the 16th time what it feels like. Okay, so yeah. And then you set the Piper of Azathoth out of play. Put Azathoth into play next to the agenda deck. For the remainder of the scenario, Azathoth is in play, but is not at any location. Check the campaign guide. For each tally mark recorded next to the pathwinds before you, place a resource on the scenario reference card. Alright, well we have 4 of those. 3, 4. So we'll put those there. Make that a little easier to see. Okay, so we did that. And then shuffle the cards to make the encounter deck. And then let's go ahead and take a look at how this... So the Cosmos, throughout the scenario, new locations will enter play from the top of the Cosmos, a separate deck consisting of double-sided locations. This is done primarily via the ability on each act, which says spend X clues to drop the top X cards of the Cosmos. Choose one to put into play using its connecting instructions and move to it, and then you shuffle the rest back into the Cosmos deck. The reveal side of each Cosmos location has Cosmos instruction which tells the investigator where to connect that location. So, for example, it'll say connect above, which would mean the newly drawn location would be placed immediately above the investigator's location, whereas connect to the right would mean that they connected immediately to the right. A new location cannot enter play in a position that is already occupied by a location. If a location connection instructions are impossible to fulfill, you shuffle that location back into the Cosmos and cancel the effects of the move. Cosmos instructions are only resolved when a location is being drawn from the Cosmos. When revealing a Cosmos location that is already in play, you do not follow its instructions. Alright, so empty space. So that's the other strange mechanic that involves using your player cards. And right. And then, so during the scenario, you will sometimes be instructed to place empty space into play. This is done by taking the top card of the investigator deck and placing it face down in the indicated position. If there's no active investigator, the top card of the lead investigator's deck is used. So, in solo, that's not really applicable, but empty space is not a location and cannot be entered by enemies or investigators unless otherwise noted. It does, however, count as a location for the purposes of determining distance between locations. So essentially you can't enter it, but you have to spend multiple actions to move to a particular location, which is time-consuming, especially in solo play. A location can enter play in a position occupied by empty space, and should this happen, the empty space card is shuffled back into the owner's deck. And then it talks about Bonded, which is mechanic that was first introduced in this Mythos pack, but has since been expanded on in the Dream Eaters campaign. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So that's how we have to place the locations. So this is going to be a little annoying. So we need, how many player cards? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. So I did spend my 1 experience to buy Thermos, which I am replacing with Ritual Candles. So we're going to hope to draw this to heal some of this absurd amounts of drama that we have. Let's go ahead and give our deck a shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now let's go ahead and place these. So I believe it goes here, here, right? Just gonna put this like way over here for now. And 1 goes here, right? 1, 2, here, and here, and then 1 goes here, and 1 goes here. So yeah, kind of a strange setup, but you can kind of get the idea here. Okay, so that's that. We started the Cosmic Ingress, so let's go ahead and flip this over. Alright, so 2 Shroud, 3 Clues. Forced at the end of the round, add clues to this location until it has 3 clues on it. Each void location gains. Spend an action and shuffle this location into the Cosmos, moving each investigator and enemy at this location to the Cosmic Ingress. So Otherworld and Otherworld. Okay. So we'll have to find void locations, presumably in the Cosmos deck. But let's go ahead and reset stuff here from the first game. So we're on turn 1, 10 trauma. So brutal. But I think like somebody said in the YouTube comments, this is absolutely a win. So just getting here. So that's a thing. So that's cool. So let's go ahead and draw our opening hand. Ooh, nice. Yes, Thermos. Haha. So let's discard this and draw a new card. Okay, so we don't need this Spirit Speaker. I'm inclined to keep this Word of Protection. I'm inclined to keep this Rite of Seeking, but we don't have any resources. We don't need this. Like, I'm inclined to keep this. And we need clues, so we probably need this too. That's 8 resources, and we only have 5. Oh, jeez. Probably have to pitch this too, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see. So we need 1 clue per investigator, and we have to be at the hideous palace in order to spend them to advance. And then an action, spend X clues, draw the top X card as the Cosmos deck. Shuffle it back. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this and then draw 3 new cards here. Hopefully we'll draw like an Uncage the Soul or something. Or we'll just draw 2 Sign Magics and a Guts. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Except not really. Alright. Well, first action, we gotta play this Thermos. Oops. And put the 3 supplies on it. We're gonna spend an action to heal 2 damage. And then probably spend another supply to heal 2 more damage. Because we need to not die. Can you do... You can't do any combination, right? No. So we're just going to heal 2 more damage. Yeah, yeah, this is standard difficulty. Alright, so there's no enemies, and then we move into upkeep. So gain a resource and draw a card. Draw ritual candles, okay. Man, that turn 1 Thermos, though. That, like, brought us back from the brink of destruction. Alright, so Doom accumulates as normal, if I'm correct, right? Each location is connected to adjacent, and then do not remove Doom from enemies when the agenda advances. Yeah, we're back in the game, folks. Alright, so we draw an encounter card, and we're in turn 2. Alright, so, test. Willpower 4. If you fail, you have to put this next to the agenda deck, and if you fail by 3 or more, it gains Surge. Ugh, okay, well, that's brutal. We're 4 versus 5. Let's commit this Guts. So it's going to be 7 versus 4 here. Due to how poorly we did throughout the course of the campaign, we didn't actually have to add any extra tokens, so we didn't have to add an additional -4, so the bag is pretty much pretty safe as far as that goes. So I think being 3 up should be fine here. So we're gonna test 7 versus 4 here. God damn it. You know, or you just draw that shit. That's, god damn it. Alright. Alright, so this surges and goes next to the agenda deck here. So that's cool. We shuffled this deck, I'm pretty sure. That's baloney. Whatever. That's baloney. Whatever, dude. That's fine. So that was Mythos phase. So let's go into our second investigation phase here. I'm just gonna use an action. We're gonna spend that last charge of our Thermos, and we're gonna heal to horror. Alright, so now that we've spent an entire turn healing, we can finally start playing Arkham. We need resources to play this Rite of Seeking. We're currently at a 2-shroud location, and we could play Ritual Candles and try to get a bump, but I don't think that'll help us pass any tests, really, so... And we'd have to spend basically a whole turn moving, because it'd be 1, 2, 3. Should I... What do you think, chat? Should I just gain resources to play this Rite of Seeking, or should I just try to move? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. It's just getting resources and trying to play this Rite of Seeking. So let's do that. So we'll gain a couple resources with our last 2 actions. And then there's no enemies, so we'll move into upkeep. Oh, that's right, you can't. So we'll go ahead and gain a resource, and then we'll draw a card here. Shriveling? Premonition. Okay, well, that's a thing. So we'll get our actions back, and then we'll move into turn 3. Let's go ahead and place a Doom here. So 4 Doom. We already have one of these. I'm pretty sure I shuffled this. I remember shuffling this. Yeah, I wanted to try it out. I do agree, Zeltness, it has not been great. I admittedly did not build a very good deck. I kind of like rushed this together in 5 minutes, so it's been fun. And by fun I mean 10 trauma and 7 scenarios, so but yeah, let's go ahead and draw our encounter card here. Ooh, gross. A Mindless Dancer, 6 fight, 5 health, 3 evade, spawns at the furthest empty space, has Hunter. Mindless Dancer can enter empty spaces if they were locations. Then it says Force. After it moves into an empty space via the Hunter keyword, it resolves the Hunter keyword again. Ugh. Alright. So it's going to spawn here, I guess. Yeah, I think in Dexter it's probably okay. Because you can... It has fast, so you can always play it when you need it, and then like bounce another one of your useless spells back to your hand to play another one, or rather discard it to play another one. So there's possibilities with it, but I have not been a fan of it so far. So I don't think I'm going to include this moving forward. But on the topic of Dexter, though, I do think he's probably going to be able to take ritual cards. So that's a thing. Alright, so let's see here. We have 3 actions, so let's spend our first action here. Or did we draw our encounter card? Or am I stupid? We didn't draw our encounter card. Oh no, we did. We draw the Mindless Dancer. I'm stupid. Alright, moving forward here. Let's put 4 charges on this thing. Yeah. Alright, so let's spend our second action here to investigate, or do I want to do something first? I think I'll just play Ritual Candles first, and then we'll go ahead and investigate. So let's see here. We're investigating at a 7 versus 2? Yep, 7 versus 2 here. Let me draw -1, cool. So let's see, we get an additional clue. Very cool. And then that's our turn. So enemy phase. This guy's gonna move. And then he moves again into my space. So I'm assuming... Yeah, so I'm assuming this guy kills me. Or bonks me for a bunch of damage here. Does he attack after the forced effect, or does Hunter happen and then damage happens and then this forced effect would happen? Yeah, okay. So that's gross. So we're gonna go ahead and take 2 damage and a horror here. And then we'll move into upkeep. Oops. move into upkeep, and then we'll gain a resource and draw a card. Drawn to the flame. Okay, that's not helpful. Let's see here. I need to add clues to this, right? Yeah. Go ahead and put 3 clues back here. And then we'll go into turn 4, Mythos phase. Let's go ahead and put a Doom here. And then we'll draw our encounter card. Ultimate Chaos. Test willpower 4. If you fail, attach Ultimate Chaos to Azathoth. If you fail by 2 or more, take a damage and a horror. If you fail by 3 or more, it gains Surge, and it can't be cancelled. If there are 3 copies of Ultimate Chaos attached to Azathoth, discard them and either place 1 Doom on Azathoth, or Azathoth attacks each investigator in player order. Ugh. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and test 4 versus 6 here. So 4 versus 6. Woo! Nice. Very cool. So we get +1, and then we get to add a charge to our Rite of Seeking. So very nice. So that's Mythos phase, and then we'll move into Investigation phase. And now we have to deal with this guy here. We don't really have a good way of evading this guy, unfortunately. Ugh. Ah, man. This is tough. We don't even have any agility icons to commit, so we just like have to straight up pass, like at a 0 or draw an Elder Sign. Drawing a cultist might actually help us, because we could trigger ritual candles. Half the Doom on Azathoth. Let's see here. Okay, so, I mean, drawing a skull and drawing a cultist is actually okay. So, So let's go ahead and spend our first action to evade? Like, I don't know if spending premonition here is worth it. So I think we're just going to go ahead and evade. 3 versus 3 here. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. That's dumb. Alright, so we're gonna evade again. Alright, so we draw a skull, so that's X. X is half the Doom, rounded up to a minimum of 2. So unfortunately that's only a +1. So we still fail. And then third action, I guess we'll just try to evade again. 3 versus 3, Chaos Spike says. Wow. Alright, so I think this is how we die. Pretty sure this is how we die. We're just gonna get hit by this guy repeatedly and die. This is becoming most unfortunate. Alright, so upkeep phase. Let's go ahead and gain a resource and draw a card here. Holy Rosary, that's not helpful. I think I just put all of my eggs way too far into the willpower basket. I probably should have built some actual like combat provisions. Like maybe I should have put a sword or put something like that into the deck, or even just like some manual dexterities or something to get myself out of a situation like this. Because I think this is just going to be how I die, unfortunately. But let's move into turn 5 here, and then the agenda will advance. Alright. Somehow you're not the only human here. They're but mindless husks, ultimately devoid of humanity, nothing but flesh, muscle, and bone, preserved for eternity in a single-minded passion, kneeling and chanting in a foul worship. Azathoth, Azathoth, the end has come. So each cultist enemy commits ritual suicide. Discard each cultist enemy in play and move all doom from them to Azathoth. The lead investigator must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Demonic Piping and draw it. Demonic Piping. Alright, so we just have to put it in play next to the agenda deck. Okay. Endless walkways and steps of black stone are the only routes that guide you to your destination. It is an impossible maze to navigate. Yeah, I might have to. It's like the saddest use of premonition, but I think you're right, Solar Jet Man. I'm gonna have to do that. Alright, so we check the campaign log. If Gilman's journal is listed under the mementos discovered, which it is, you are able to find your way, otherwise you become hopelessly lost. Each investigator must either move to a location to the left or right, or move the placement of his or her investigator once to the left, placing an empty space in the spot previously occupied. Alright, so we don't have to do any of that, fortunately. Yeah, sorry for the noise. I live next to an airport, so that's unfortunately a thing. All right, so we advance to Agenda 2A. There's a little quote from the Dream Quest of Unknown Kadath, and then the rules text. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to it. Do not remove Doom from enemies when this agenda advances, and it has a Doom threshold of 6. All right, so that's fun. So let's go ahead and draw our encounter card here. Oh, god damn it. Alright, so we have to place a Doom here. So thank you, Ancient Evils. That was very nice of you. Alright, so that was Mythos phase. Let's go ahead and move into investigation phase. Let's go with Solar Jetman's plan here. We're gonna try to evade this guy. We're gonna commit premonition for its icon, and that's gonna be 4 versus 3, and we're gonna hope for a skull. Chaos Bag gives us... Woo! Alright! We still livin'. Let's do this. Yeah, we livin'. Alright. How do I... But how do I go about this? Crap baskets. Alright, so, objective 1, we have evaded. Now we have to get rid of this thing somehow. We could spend an action, right? Yeah. That's gonna have to be it. So, let's spend 2 clues. We have to follow King Arthur's bravest strategy of run away, run away, run away. Just one? Oh, okay. Oh, right, because you only get to place 1 location into play. That's right. Alright, so you must either connect to the right or lose 2 resources and connect it in a direction of your choice. So this gets shuffled back into my deck, and we go to the right. And then after you move, you remove 1 resource from the scenario reference card. Ugh. And then I can move to a connecting location. And then void locations have shuffle it and then move each investigator to here. Okay. Huh. So, I mean, we're definitely going to move, but do we want to move again? Probably not. Oh, we can't, really, so yeah, we're going to do that, and that's going to be our turn. And then enemy phase, this guy's going to ready. Oops. So that was enemy phase, and we'll move into upkeep. And then we'll go here. And then we'll draw. Yes! Deny existence. That was a very timely draw. Let's get our actions back here. We have 1 Doom here. Turn 6. Let's add a Doom to the agenda. We're at a 2 of 6 Doom. I'll go ahead and draw our encounter card. Ugh. No, that's really shitty. Okay. That's fun. Well, crap. Here or here, I'm just gonna gamble and go up. Ah! Tabletop sim, what are you doing to me? There we go. Okay, that's fun. That's good. That guy's gonna eat up a bunch of our time. So let's first action. We could move again, right? We could use Drawn to the Flame when we get to the Hideous Palace to get our clues. So I think that's going to be our plan. I think I want to play some more Soak while we have the chance. Is it? What do you think, chat? Location, right move? Well, wouldn't it be location, move, right of seeking? Wouldn't that be... Unless there's no clues on where I move. Because if I draw a symbol, I lose my turn. Yeah. So let's do that then. So let's first action. Spin this clue. We'll draw a location. What do we get here? Connect in a direction of your choice. Okay. Huh. We gotta go here. And I gotta shuffle those back into my deck too. So let's do that real quick too. Alright, so that was our first action to place this location into play. So it has a forced effect. After you enter the pathway, you must either discard a card from your hand or take a damage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I could put it here. That's a much better location spot. Yeah, you're totally right. Thank you for backseat gaming all of this for me. It's been a long time since I've played those. Okay. Yeah, you're definitely right though. It's a much better location spot for it. Okay. So yeah, then it has an action to remove a resource from the scenario reference card and then move it to an adjacent spot, but we're not going to bother with that. So let's spend our second action to move. And then third action, let's go ahead and we're going to play the Drawn to the Flame, but we first have to choose and discard a card from our hand, which I think is going to be this Sign Magic. So we'll do that, and then we're going to go ahead and play Drawn to the Flame. We'll draw our counter card. And we draw an Ancient Evils. That's brutal. Okay, so that's a Doom, but at least we get 2 clues. So we'll take these, and we can continue moving. yeah, useful for you know, fodder for your good cards. It's so you don't have to psychologically go through Sophie's Choice every time you have to discard a card from your hand. You have a clear target of what you want to discard. Okay, so that was my turn. It was move, or it was location, move, play Drawn to the Flame. And then we move into enemy phase here. This guy's gonna move here. And then we are going to move into upkeep. Right, because this guy doesn't move. Yeah, he just sits there and places Doom, which is most unfortunate. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll gain a resource and we'll draw a card. We draw another Holy Rosary. That's not a shriveling. Okay, well, c'est la vie. So let's go ahead and go into Mythos phase. Let's add a Doom. So we have 1 Doom here. We have 1 on our Fate of All Fools. And we are going to add 3 Doom here. So let's just double check. So we have 1, 2 plus 5. Gross. Okay. So the agenda is going to advance next turn. And we draw a Terror in the Night. So test willpower 4. We're currently at a 5. It's already one of these in play too, so it is worth passing one of these tests. Probably not going to need a second Holy Rosary, so let's discard that. I'm going to be 6 versus 4 here, Chaosbeck says. Brutal. Okay, so we fail, and then we have to place this. But it doesn't gain Surge, at least. So, that's lame. Alright, well, that's Mythos phase, and then let's go ahead and move into Investigation phase. Get my actions back. 5 resources. Back up to where we started. We would have been dead so long ago had it not been for this thermos. Oy vey. And then, oh yeah, we have to place a doom here as well, so let's do that. Alright, so first action is definitely going to be to move. We're going to move up here. Oh god, he has retaliate. Oh god. What do I... Oh god, do I have to evade this guy? That's... I need shriveling really bad. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. So... Because, well, what sucks is that this guy's gonna go here, and then I'm gonna be trapped down here. I'm either gonna have to go, like, all the way back around or use this action ability. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to. So, yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna go there. We find the Cosmic Gate, so we ignore the Cosmos, so it's 1 clue, 1 shroud. Forced, after you enter here, you must either spend a clue or take a horror. I don't think I have... Oh, I do have a clue. I have 2 clues. Spend a clue or take a horror. Yay. I think I have to spend a clue. If I take a horror and then I have to get attacked by the Night Dancer, oh wait, no, that's only 1 horror. So yeah, I'll take a horror here. Second action, play Holy Rosary. I need some more soak. Third action, guess third action we could investigate. That wouldn't be too bad. And then we could at least get our clue back. Or get a clue. Yeah, let's do that. Last action, we'll just investigate. That's gonna be 5, 7 versus 2 or 1. And we draw at -2, and then we get +1, so we definitely get that clue. And then we'd lose all our rations, but that's not relevant. So let's move into enemy phase here. Right, this guy's gonna move. This guy stays still. It just accumulates doom like an asshole. So that's that, and then we'll move into upkeep. We'll gain a resource and draw a card. We draw a sacrifice. That's not bad. Alright. That could be useful. So let's move into Mythos phase, and we're going to have to advance. So this is going to go away. These 2 doom are going to go away as well. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Each cultist enemy in play commits ritual suicide. Discard each cultist enemy in play and move all doom from them to Azathoth. Oh, that's right. So now Azathoth has 2 doom on him. If the lead investigator must search the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Demonic Piping and draw it. I think I missed the surge from the first one too. So he's not in play, and then I have to surge. Revelation, if there's no doom on the Azathoth, it gains surge. Otherwise, for each doom on him, you must choose one. Lose a resource, discard a card from your hand, take a horror, take a damage. Can I lose 2 resources? Or do I have to lose a resource and then take a horror? I think I have to. I think I can lose 2 resources, right? I certainly don't want to discard cards or take damage. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured, because it doesn't say choose another one. So that's fun. All right. So we're still resolving this agenda here. In this oblivion outside time, nothing is as it should be. The mist dances and turns around you. Laughter mocks you from beyond, and out from the dark nebulae emerges a familiar wraith, a being which should long be dead. Check the campaign log. If foreign crucifix is listed under the mementos discovered, let's find out. I don't remember. It is not. Okay, whoops. It is not. You stole from Walter Gimlin's room and backs away slowly. Otherwise, the Wraith attacks you. Each investigator must test willpower 4, and each investigator who fails takes a damage and a horror. Okay, so this could kill me. But thankfully I have Deny Existence. So let's go ahead and test here. That's going to be 4 versus 6. Woo! Alright, very nice. So we pass. Alright, so we advance to Agenda 3A, the final countdown. It has the same text, and then do not remove doom from enemies in play. Beware, the scenario will not end when this agenda advances, but the doom of the world will be close at hand. Oh, fun. Alright, so that's that portion of the Mythos phase, and then we have to draw another encounter card. And we draw an Acolyte. So he spawns at an empty location, and then when he enters play, we have to put a doom on him. So I think I'm gonna put him, I guess, here. We'll go ahead and spawn a clue, or spawn a doom on him. And that is Mythos phase. So let's go ahead and move into investigation phase here. Welp, this is precarious. I think we're gonna have to just keep moving around. Let's see. So we could location move. We could alternatively use the use this action here to like go all the way back, and then try to like. This guy died. Oops. Apologies on that. He committed ritual suicide. So let's see here. We have 3 actions. I'm kind of thinking of spending a clue, going this way, then maybe go this way and try to like just skirt around this guy. Alternatively, we could shuffle this back into the deck and hold on, sorry, there's a plane. Yeah, so alternatively we could use that void action. Yeah, we could play Sacrifice 2 first action and see what we get, and then go from there. Because if we get a Shriveling, we can play that the following turn, and then hopefully try to like deal with this big dumb idiot, or at least deal with this guy. So let's. Yeah, I guess let's do that. I guess it would be discard this, right? Because this is fairly useless at this point. Because we could like try to draw 3 cards, or we could just like gain a resource and draw 2 cards. So yeah, let's first action sacrifice this. And let's just draw 3 cards. Okay. So we draw a second Deny, a second Drawn to the Flame, and a 6th Sense level 4. Which we did not need. We needed Shriveling. Most unfortunate. Okay, well, that's too bad. We could, let's see, so second action could be spend a clue and try to move here, or second action could be move back to the ingress. We could like shuffle this back into the deck and then. Which I don't hate. I think I'm gonna do that, because if we do that, then we can move either here or here, instead of just moving to the left. We could get like another Dancer's Miss and then lose resources. Yeah. Does it? I mean, like, versus going this way, yeah, that's true, but I mean, we can only, it is what it is, I think. Because we could just draw into the flame. I think it's safer too. Yeah, so I'm gonna spend my second action, and then we're gonna use the ingress here. So we're gonna shuffle this location into the cosmos. Oops. Come on, here we go. And then we have to place an empty space. Yeah, that too. It's like, it's more likely that you're gonna get a location that connects by going back. Whoop, as I just mindlessly throw all this crap. Yeah, it's more likely that you're gonna get one here. So that's kind of my thinking. So yeah, that was our second action, and then third action we could try to just spend a clue and then move the following turn. Or we could Rite of Seeking and then try to use that as fuel to just keep moving while we have the time. I don't hate that idea. I mean, we're not going to get much use out of Rite of Seeking otherwise. So let's do that. Let's use our last action to investigate. That's going to be 7 versus 3, or 7 versus 8, sorry. Chaos Fix says, ooh. Nice. Very cool. So we get 2 clues. So that's cool. So we have 4 clues to play around with here. So we have some time. But we move into enemy phase here, and then this guy's gonna go here. Alternatively, we could... No, he has to move there. It has to be the shortest. I was gonna say he could move, like, here and here, but that doesn't make any sense. Alright, so that's gonna be that, right? This guy doesn't move? Nope. Alright, so let's go into upkeep here. Unexpected Courage is our draw for the turn. Not terrible. That could be useful in an evade test. So that's nice. Around turn 7 Mythos phase here. Let's go ahead and add a Doom to the agenda. So I'm assuming this counts as Doom in play, because Azathoth is in play, so we're currently at a 3 Doom of 8, unfortunately. Draw our encounter card. Yeah. Most brutal. Alright, so another ultimate chaos. So we have to test willpower 4 versus our 6 currently. Otherwise, if we fail, we have to take a damage and a horror and then attach this card to it. And then if you fail by 3 or more, we gain Surge. Alright, so let's... I don't want to take damage and horror. That's most not cool. So let's go ahead and... do I want to pump? I don't think so. I don't want to waste this. So let's go ahead and just do that. Ooh, an Elder Thing. Ugh. -4. If your modified skill value is 0, place a Doom on Azathoth. Thankfully, it's not. That'd be we'd be at 2 versus 4, so we'd fail by 2 or more. So we'd have to take a damage and a horror, which I have to deny the damage and then take a horror on my Rosary. Ugh, gross. And then this goes on Azathoth. So many cards up here. So many cards. Brutal. Okay. At least it didn't get Surge, so could have been worse. Alright, so let's go ahead and spend a clue here. And we're gonna go ahead and give this old Cosmos deck a shuffle. And we draw this. Infinity of Darkness. Cosmos, you must either connect below or take 2 damage and connect to the bottommost revealed location in a direction of your choice. Well, that's lame. I could deny the 2 damage and then connect it to the bottommost revealed location. Should be here. That is not helpful, so I think we're just gonna have to put it here. Yeah. It is what it is. So let's put this here, shuffle that up, and then that was our first action. The second action, let's move. Oh. And then let's see here. Is that, oh, that guy can move to there, so maybe we don't want to move there. We could try to Cosmos Deck again and then try to move up here. I think either way he's going to be able to hit me next turn, and then I'm going to have to deny the damage. Otherwise I'm going to die. So alternatively we could move and evade. Yeah. I don't hate the idea of doing the Cosmos Deck again either, so let's do that. I'm going to spend another clue here. We'll take a spin of the old wheel here. Ooh, we get the flight into oblivion. Cosmos, you must either connect above. Woo, lucky. That's lucky. But we still suffer the problem of this guy being able to move. Because he can go here and then go here and then attack. Yeah. I mean, we got lucky. So I mean, it is what it is. You can do that. Oh, that he Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's true. I just figured that you would have to Grim Rule that, and then he'd have to move here, then have to move there. But that's true. I guess that was not. I guess I'm much more brutal on myself. So okay. So yeah, so that was our second action, and the third action I guess will be to move here, and then during the enemy phase, this guy's gonna move here at the Ingress, and then we'll move into upkeep. Alright, we draw a copy of Guts. So that's a card that we can use to hopefully fuel into something else and pass a Treachery. But let's move into Mythos phase here. Let's see, get our actions back. Let's go ahead and turn 8. Let's add a Doom. So we currently have 5 Doom of 8. And we draw a Whispered Bargain. Peril. Revelation, you must either place a Doom on Azathoth or Azathoth attacks you. Azathoth deals an actual shit ton of damage, if I remember correctly, correct? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is not fun. Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's good to know. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to just place the Doom on Azathoth here. No way we can tank that hit. So, bye-bye now. That doesn't have Surge, does it? That would be like an actual nightmare, okay. Alright, so let's move into investigation phase. We have a plan to at least get to the second act. So let's see if we can get there. Oh, I have 3 clues. Damn! Alright, so let's take a look at the board here. We gotta get here, so let's spend our first action in a clue to do that Cosmos thing. Actually, it might be worth it to spend 2 clues. Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing, Solar J. Just thinking the same thing. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Oops. That's annoying. Alright, so we have Dancer's Mist, which connects to the right, or we have to connect below, and I think we want this one. So we'll take that one. And then we'll go ahead and shuffle this one back into the deck. Ah. Alright. Dancer's Mist goes here. This goes back into my deck. So much little tedious things about playing this scenario. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Okay. We're here. Very cool. Let's use our second action here to move. We don't need any more clues because we know that this is the palace. And then we're gonna book it. Boom. So we are finally at the Hideous Palace. 3 Shroud, 4 clues. Forced, at the end of the round, add clues until it has 4 clues. Each void location gained. Shuffle this location into the cosmos, moving each investigator that was at this location to the Hideous Palace. Alright, and then, let's see here. Objective, only the investigators may spend a clue here to advance. Use a resource to move for free? Oh, that's right. Yeah, but I feel like my only chance of actually like getting through the scenario is using those later on when you have those bigger maps to go through. I mean, I guess to be fair, I probably won't even survive to that point, but yeah, you're probably like, I'm also kind of considering like what am I going to do with that last action? I guess it would be investigate, but yeah. That's debatable. I have exactly 1 clue left, so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go advance. We'll just do it now. I don't remember what happens, but let's do this. Alright, so your steed carries you through the entryway of this nightmarish palace, and you are surprised to find the halls inside a vast and cavernous as empty as the space surrounding it. It is as though the doorway was but the threshold of another universe, as desolate and boundless as the last. So remove Cosmic Ingress from the game. Shuffle each location other than Hideous Palace into the cosmos. So, bye-bye. Just gather up all these clues. Shoop. And these all go back into the Cosmos deck here. Alright. Let's see. Each investigator at those locations is left behind and killed. Each enemy at those locations is shuffled into the top 5 cards of the encounter deck. Oh, that's just when the agenda advances. Okay. So these get shuffled with 2, 3, 4, 5. With these cards. And this gets put back here. Okay. So let's see here. Take this set-aside Court of the Great Old Ones and the top 2 cards of the Cosmos and shuffle them so you can't tell which is which. And then we have to do some more arranging. So bear with me for just a moment here while I do this. Cosmos 1, Cosmos 2, what? Oh, that's annoying. There we go. This needs to go bye-bye. Alright, so yeah. Eh. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. And then 2 cards from the Cosmos deck. Flip this over. So like we start here. And then we have to put these back into our deck and then... Yeah, there's so much little setup to the scenario. It's really cool thematically, but very annoying to set up on stream. Alright, so yeah, the Hideous Palace is like in the middle. And then you have to put a card here, a card here, and then 3 cards in the middle, and then 3 of the Cosmos locations on the tip. So a card here, a card here, and a card here. And then one goes here, one goes here, and one goes here. All right, and then there's two more here and here. Yep, okay. There should be 3, 6, 7 player cards total. 3, 6, 7. Okay. All right, so that's all that. And then we'll put the 4 clues back here, and then that was the end of the investigation phase, and then we'll move into enemies. No enemies now, thankfully. And then we'll move into upkeep here. We'll gain a resource, and we'll draw a card. Okay, we draw a Renfield. That's some soak. That's needed. We have 6 cards in hand. We're in turn 9. And we are in the Mythos phase. We have 6 Doom in play currently, of 8. And our encounter card for the turn is, of course, that stupid Mindless Dancer. He's back! I really shouldn't call it a comeback, because he's been here for years. So I guess he spawns here. And then we'll move into investigation phase here. Okay. So, what are we doing? We need clues. So we could get some clues. We draw the flame. So it's gonna be our first action. Let's draw our encounter card. I shuffled those. I swear to God I shuffled those. Alright, so he spawns in an empty location. Oops. So I guess we'll spawn him here, and he spawns in play with a Doom. But we get 2 clues. Oh my goodness. 1 and 2. So that's our first action. Our second action could be use the Cosmos location? Or get a location from the Cosmos deck and then move. Alternatively, we could play Renfield for some soak. But we could wait a turn because we have Deny in our hand too. I like the idea of just moving forward because he's going to move. Well, let's see. No, if we move, he definitely hits us, right? Because he would go he could either go here or he could go here. Or rather here or here. I mean, either way, it's not too bad. I think I'd rather put him up here than I would, because I want to move here. Yeah, let's use our second action to spend a clue. And let's go ahead and do that. Let's look at the top card of the Cosmos deck. Alright, we get an Infinity of Darkness, so we have to connect it below or take 2 damage. So we'll go ahead and move that to here. And let's see. That spawns with a clue on it. And we can remove a resource to place it downward, which is not really useful. Well, that's not entirely true. We could put it here and then move that way. So that's not too bad. Let's shuffle that back into our deck. Kind of want to do it again. Yeah, I do agree. Let's just spend our last action and just move this way. So that's going to be our investigation phase, and then we'll move into enemy phase. And this guy's going to scoot on over this way. So he moves once, and then because of his ability, he moves again. Alright, so that's going to be enemy phase. We'll go into upkeep here, gain a resource, draw a card. Finally! Shriveling! Yes! Finally! And we have the resources to play it. Now we just need more soak so we don't die from using it. Nice. Cool. Alright, so that's Mythos phase. We're in turn 10. Yeah, 10 turns in, we're finally online. Very cool. All right. Finally, we're in the game now. Probably just gonna die to something stupid though. All right. 4, 4, 7, 8. Yeah. So that's fun. So we don't remove Doom from enemies, but the agenda will advance. Each cultist in play commits ritual suicide. Discard each cultist in play and move all Doom from them to Azathoth. Oh, crap. The lead investigator must search the encounter deck for a copy of Demonic Piping and draw it. If there is no longer an agenda deck, but the scenario is not... Oh, there is no longer an agenda deck, but the scenario is not over. Until the end of the scenario, Doom that would be placed on the current agenda is instead placed on Azathoth, and all Doom in play is considered to be on Azathoth. Oh, enjoy. You come across a circle of Azathoth worshippers led by a hooded, shapeless form which holds an ancient lantern high above its head. The lantern's dim gray light scarcely pierces the realm's darkness. Somehow, the phantom is familiar to you. Some vague sense of kinship drives you onward. Check the campaign log. If Corn Huskadal is listed under the mementos, the creature recognizes you as well. It peers at you curiously, and the circle of prayer is silenced. Remove a Doom from Azathoth. Otherwise, the creature barely notices you, and the circle resumes its chanting. Damn it. This is where, like, Duel of Fate starts playing, and then everything goes super sour as Qui-Gon Jinn gets stabbed. Alright, so we have 4 Doom on Azathoth currently. That's fun. Let's draw our encounter card. God damn it. Alright, well, that's the thing. Let's, we have Shriveling, so now we could actually kill him. Oh, this should also have more clues on it. Let's spawn him here. I think I want to buy myself a turn with a Shriveling Charge. Okay, so that's Mythos phase. Let's move into Investigation phase. We know what our first action is going to be. It's going to be to play a Shriveling. 1, 2, 3. So we'll put 5 charges on it. Thank you, Akachi, for finally having an ability that feels useful. I think the Elder Sign has been more useful than her actual ability throughout the course of this campaign. Alright, so let's see. We could location move. I think we have a turn on the map, though, because he's going to move down here. That gives us a turn to set up with Renfield, which I don't hate. But I also don't like the fact that Renfield basically is useless otherwise. He's basically just 2 soak, but I think we're going to need it. So let's do that. Let's play Renfield. I don't think we're going to add Doom to him, but we're just going to use him as soak. And then with our last action here, there is a clue in our location, correct? There is. So we could investigate, get a clue, and then hopefully keep moving. So let's do that. Last action is going to be investigate our location. It's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1. And we draw a -3. So nice. All right. So that was our investigation phase. Let's move into enemy phase here. This guy's going to move down into the Hideous Palace. This guy's going to stay put where he is, and then we're going to move into upkeep here. So we'll gain our second resource, and we'll draw a card. Of course we draw that now. Well, that's annoying, but that is what it is. So we'll deal with it. Let's go ahead and get our actions back, and let's move into Mythos phase here. Alright, so Azathoth has a Doom from this guy here, and then he'll have 1 Doom as well from here. So we're at 6 of 10, I believe. Yep, 6 of 10. And let's draw our encounter card. Oh, crap. Where's my word of protection? Not to be found. Let's see. I don't think we can tank the hit. Because that would be one here, one here, one here, two here. Yeah, we would die. So we have to put a doom on him. So that's unfortunate. So now he has 7 doom of 10. We are vastly running out of time. I do not think that Akachi will be making this out alive. But let's move into investigation phase here. We have a little bit of time left here. Let's use our first action and a clue. It might be worth it to spend 2 clues to try to get a better location with our first action so that we can move and move. But I don't think we're going to move. I think it's better to try to get the location that we want. Apparently they're also doing construction outside. Apologies on the construction noise. I think I'm just going to draw a single card here. We could... I'm going to draw one. Let's do it. Alright, you must either connect above or take 2 horror and connect to the topmost revealed location. Well, we can't connect above, so we have to take 2 horror and connect to the topmost location in a direction of our choice. So it'd have to go here, or it has to go... Oh, that sucks. We can deny the 2 horror. So I think we're going to do that. And this has to go in a direction of our choosing. So we could put it here, correct? And connect to the, yeah, it just says connect to it, so it connects there, so we'll put that there, and then this gets shuffled back into my deck. Well, that's unfortunate. We could try it again. Alternatively, we could move and evade, but we'd have to evade twice if we do that. I think we're kind of committed at this point to this plan, so we'll spend our second clue and we'll try to draw again from the Cosmos deck. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, nice. Pathway to the Void. Connect in a direction of your choice. Forced. After you enter it, you must either discard a card from your hand or take a damage. We can certainly afford to discard a card from our hand. That's cool. Very nice. Oops. Okay, so last action is definitely going to be to move. This should also have 2 clues on it. Alright, so after we move here, we have to discard a card from our hand. I think it's going to be this 6th Sense. We actually can use the willpower icons, so yeah, I think it's going to be that. And then that's our investigation phase, so let's move into enemy phase here. This guy's going to move here, and then we will move into upkeep. Gain a resource, draw a card. We draw the Black Book, which could be useful. I don't think we have time to play it, so that'll be that. Let's move into Mythos phase here. Azathoth has what now? 8? Yeah, 8 Doom of 10. We are 2 turns away from defeat here. And we draw another Mindless Dancer. That's gross. Whoops. So he's going to spawn all the way up here. So at least it gives us some time. But we are quickly running out of that. Let's buy ourselves a turn here. Let's go kill that Acolyte. First action is going to be to move. Woo! And we get super lucky. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forced. Spawn. Clues on it until it has 6. Each void location gains. Shuffle this location. Move each investigator. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that was lucky. Alright, so this guy's engaged with us. We're going to spend our second action here to fight him. And I think we're going to have to use shriveling. Let's see. If we could try to punch and then commit this for 5. But we have a very large -X in the bag. It'd be half the doom rounded up, which is currently 8. So it'd be a -4 in the bag, yeah. Yeah, I agree. So. Okay, so we're going to use shriveling. That's going to be our second action. That's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 3. So we don't need to commit anything. So let's just do that. Chaos Spike says. Nice. And we don't take horror. So that's pretty critical there. Very cool. How many clues do we need? We have a turn before this guy jumps on us. We need 2 clues. Okay, so we can do that. Let's action. Rite of Seeking. Oh crap. Whoops. Ah. There we go. So we're going to use a charge of Rite of Seeking to investigate. That's going to be 4 versus 8 here. Chaos Spike says. Ooh, -4, right? So we were at 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a 4, right? Yeah, okay, nice. Ah! Okay, so note to other people that play on tabletop, don't right-click to try to get additional clues. That was lucky. We've had a nice stroke of luck today, I gotta say. Overall, it has not been too bad. But let's move into enemy phase here, because that was my turn. That immediately ends my turn, so I can't even fast action. Or is it, do I have to immediately... Oh no, it's may spend the requisite clues. Okay. But that's fine, though. So this guy's gonna move. This guy's gonna move. And then we're gonna advance during our next investigation phase. So that's enemy phase. Let's move into upkeep here. We'll gain a resource and draw a card. We draw a copy of Wither. That's pretty useless at this point, unfortunately. Let's move into Mythos phase, turn 12, get our actions back. Azathoth now has 8 doom. Managed to defeat one of his cultists, which was key, so that bought us a turn. Now let's draw our encounter card. The end is nigh. That is certainly fitting. Test willpower 1. This test gets +X in difficulty, where X is the current agenda number. If there is no agenda, X is 4, so that's a willpower 5. If you fail, move each doom from each cultist enemy in play on Azathoth, or place 1 doom on Azathoth if there are no cultist enemies in play. Okay, so this might be a test we want to buff here. X is currently a 4, we're at a 6, so let's commit Guts. That's going to put us at +4. That'd be 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Let's see, yeah, 7, 8. 8 versus 5. 8 versus 5. Do I want to commit another card? Kind of. Kind of want to commit this Uncage the Soul too. Because I really don't want to place Doom on Azathoth. That's actually the worst possible thing that can happen right now. So I think I'm going to commit 4. So that's going to be 10. Yeah, I have to agree. So 4, 9, 10 versus 5 here. We draw a -1. Alright. Not the end of the world. At least I get to draw a card. We draw a Rite of Seeking off the Guts. And we pass that test, and let's move into investigation phase here. Let's go ahead and spend our 2 clues, and let's get all this nonsense out of here. Whoops. Alright. Oh shit, I was supposed to do this too. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a thing. Oh crap. I'm sure somebody in the YouTube comments will say something about it. Like, blah, 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 blah. 16 minutes, blah, 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 and you forgot to do this. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Yeah, so this would happen. I'll just put it in play, and then, I mean, the Piper would get shuffled anyway, so. Let's see, remove Hideous Palace from the game. Shuffle the other locations back into the Cosmos deck. Each enemy is shuffled back into the top 5 cards of the deck. This guy and this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to shuffle the Piper in here too, because he should also be in play. So apologies if, yeah, I know, right? Game's already hard enough. Give me a break here. So, go ahead and do that. I'll go back there. So we know that there's at least 3 enemies, and we know that it really matters. Like, we're gonna lose in a turn or 2 anyway. Let's see what else here. Let's see, then take this set aside Black Throne. Should be this. Oops. Let's see. Take the set aside Black Throne and the top 3 cards of the Cosmos deck, and then do the set of instructions. So just bear with me while I get this all sorted out here. So, honestly, I'm really kind of surprised that I got this far. I mean, with 10 trauma, I was not hopeful that we would even, like, get past a couple of turns, but really, like, this has been going pretty surprisingly well. I think it's mostly just because we've drawn extraordinarily luckily with the Chaos bag today. There should be 4 there, and then go ahead and shuffle those up, and then that should be what we need here. Okay, and then this should have 6 clues on it. Alright, so let's see here. We got those 4 locations. Let's check the campaign guide here. And then it's a very similar setup at the this time there's 2 rows of 3, and the Court of the Great Old Ones is kind of like here. Oops. So we put, oh wow. So I'm gonna take a horror here too, because I need enough cards to place for the Cosmos deck. We're gonna do that. So we'll place all these cards, and then I have to shuffle this up and take a horror. So I've yet to draw a weakness, so that's funny. So we know that at least 2 of my weaknesses are among these 8 cards, so that's actually pretty amusing. So I feel like I've been very fortunate going through all this empty space, at least this game. We've yet to see a single weakness because of it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so one goes kind of on the top, on the bottom, and then there's like 2 that are kind of, one goes here, one goes here, and then one goes here and here, if I remember correctly. Yep, okay. All right, so I mean, we only have 1 turn, so like we have to get extraordinarily lucky. So yeah, we need to get to the Black Throne and then clear all the clues off of it. And we have a turn. 2 turns. We have 2 turns to do that. Okay. What's our strategy going in here? Let's see. The shortest locations are this way. So we either go top or go bottom. Bottom was lucky for us last time. So I'm kind of debating on going to this Cosmos location and hoping for the best. Like, I don't think we have time to try to go to another one. Like we could try to get a Cosmos location here, and then that would be their turn. So we need clues. So the first thing we need is clues. So we have to investigate. So let's use Rite of Seeking here. I hope we don't draw a symbol. Because otherwise I don't think we have time. So we have to not get a special symbol on this draw. Chaos Beg says, ooh, -2. Nice. Nice. So we were at a 8, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 4. And we drew -2, so we get 2 clues. That was extraordinarily lucky. So let's get 2 clues here. And then I think our turn here is just going to be spend a clue and move. So we'll do that, and then we'll do the Cosmos thing. All right, so we connect above or take 2 horror. So we definitely connect above. Let's go ahead and shuffle that back into our deck. And then let's use our last action to move. All right, so fairly productive turn. We have no enemies currently. So we can spend an action to remove a resource from the scenario reference card to move the placement of this once upward, placing an empty space. So we could do that. We could immediately move it upward and then go this way next turn. So that's not a bad idea. So I think that's going to be our plan for next turn. Alternatively, because if this isn't the location, we do that, and then we have a location to essentially... No, it has to be this location, otherwise we lose. So that's gonna be what we do here. Let's go ahead and move from enemy phase into upkeep, and we'll gain a resource and draw a card. We draw 6 cents. Again, pretty useless card at this point. But let's move into Mythos phase, get our actions back, listen to a plane in the background. We're at 9 Doom of 10. Oh, we also have to make sure we don't draw particular cards, too. Let's see. The card that puts a Doom on Azathoth kills us. The card that Ancient Evils kills us. What else? An enemy might kill us. There's a lot of things that could kill us. Let's find out. Blah, blah, blah. Well, damn it. God damn it. All right. Well, okay. So Akachi had a pretty good run, but I'm curious. I gotta go down the rabbit hole. Where are we right? Where are we right though? Let's see. Let's see if we move up here and we played an empty space. That would have been one action. We could have moved. We weren't. Yeah. All right. All right. Whatever. The game got us. The game got us. So, I mean, all things considered, was it bought? I don't know. Let's check. Let's see where it was. Yeah, let's go see where it was real quick before I have a chat with y'all. Okay. Let's see. Was it bottom? Was it behind door number 2? Chaos Spec says no. All right. So, wow. Okay, it was here. So there was no way we could have made there in one turn. So we were doomed. We were doomed from the start, boys. It's most unfortunate. So it gets +6 Shroud. Yeah, wow. But if we had had a Drawn to the Flame, though, we could have won. Like, if we had drawn to the Flame here, we could have moved, done that, and then Drawn to the Flame, and then we could have won. So, like, there was a real possibility there. Yeah, honestly, me too, man. So that was, yeah, like you said, Solar J, that was much closer than I really expected it to be. But we got Ancient Evils out in the end, so that's really quite unfortunate. Really, really quite a shame here. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, not too bad. But let's go ahead and read the ending here. So we reached resolution 1, I believe. Yes, resolution 1. The primal chaos awakens, its hunger unbearable. It unhinges its cosmic jaw, the maw opens wide. The universe is silenced, aeons pass, all is still. At the center of the empty cosmos, the blind idiot god is lulled into sleep once more. It dreams, within its dream, a burst of cosmic energy expands outward in all directions. A universe is born. Nebulae collapse and become stars. New worlds are forged, and new beings evolve to inhabit them. Inevitably, one learns of Azathoth. Its worship grows. In the end, all will succumb to madness or join you in oblivion. For in the grand scheme of fate, we're all but specks of dust adrift into the aether, living only by the whim of an uncaring cosmos. In your campaign log, record Azathoth devoured the universe. Each investigator is killed, and the investigators lose the campaign. So, pretty brutal stuff. Just wakes up and